station had this discussion.
Give it a few minutes here.
Yeah, it's Bullfrog Show. Tell them to get back here.
Okay, well,
All right, we'll have to see. I'm still waiting for mine to roll up here. Okay, it's just started now.
Alright. Even though I didn't think
yes,
I was
they gave me a notification there.
When
try to see.
They did.
Put the stream key in. Okay.
Prove it. That I got.
All right.
Saying prove it. You better watch
I hope
your
so
guys'
too, man.
asses.
Okay,
You better watch
let's
your
try it
guys'
again.
I don't know what happened,
Right.
guys.
I don't know. It's been like this with me for a long while now, so hopefully there'll be no issues this time there. Let's try it again.
Maybe he got cut out or something.
All right. Hopefully this time things will be better off now.
Enjoying this show.
All
What
right.
happened to Bullfrog?
I had to turn on a couple of things here on my OBS. Hopefully that should be working there. All right. Is it height? All right. So it's just you and I for the time being. Me, Minnesota Vikings fan. You know, our of course, you know, we're live on each other's end here, and of course, everything's going good. You know, except for a couple of issues here which need to be addressed here. As you saw this.
I still got the ultimate playing for a little bit.
Oh, okay. I can't hear it, so it's hard for me to know there.
But
To be honest, I'm just ready to fuck with him.
No, all I hear is noise, unfortunately. Right. Okay, hear the phone.
you hear that, though.
Yes, I definitely hear that. I hear the audience booing, cheering, and everything else. But that's about it. So. And the laughter.
You think you got yours working now? What up, Cal?
Real as fuck TV, baby. We'll be here till the day that we die. Remember that.
Is this 911? Please come, but Kingston down and hurry back. Please come.
I am your feedback machine.
You there, bro?
Real as fuck TV.
We lost him.
The host for tonight, the legendary Minnesota Vikings fan. Stay on the legends long to stimulate your mind.
That's when everything falls on fucking. I got the redneck corona all up inside my rap song.
The conversation, fantasy YouTube corner, the Minnesota Silver
I got the redneck corona all up inside my rap song.
because Real Spot TV is live and well.
Oh, lost Dr. Brown. Hopefully you get him back.
You ever heard of the Yoopers yet? The fucking Yoopers, man. Yo, man, I remember that. Man, I just love talking to people, man. As soon as they say something, come right out with full.
Yeah, I don't know if Dr. Brown's internet shit's messing up, guys.
Yeah. See you guys next week. Howard night was a great show. I want to thank Minnesota for putting on a great show and turned into the Scott Show tonight. Thank you for Scott showing up and putting on the Scott Show for us. Thank you so much.
TV.
Saying the same thing we've heard 9,000 times before. Just, thank you so much for him.
The legendary
Come on,
Minnesota
yeah,
Vikings
keep
slam.
it up. Yeah.
Straight out of Legends Hall, stay out of your mind.
I'm just playing around, yeah. Now, the boat truck over, now you got, from me, Barack Obama,
In the
it's
shotgun
good on
seat,
for a couple.
the manager of
Same
legendary
with New
Minnesota
York,
Vikings
North
slam,
California,
the
with the
Colonel
same
City Show, famous in the YouTube Cornwall,
Oh,
the
I went to
Minnesota City
Barack Obama.
Raptor.
I love Joe Biden, and I think Joe Biden is a great job. She's Joe Biden. You better think about before you say or do, because the shit that's out there.
Because Real as Fuck TV is
Yeah,
live and
not the truth. You bang things for fun, you think I'm just... He's fucking sitting there stirring up, she is. Alright, there is 400 to ban.
fuck you then. Choo choo choo.
What up, bro?
Hey, did your internet go out as well?
No.
Like it went out for me.
Yeah, you went down again, I guess.
I don't know what the hell happened.
I'm still up.
You still up there? Thank goodness for
Yeah,
that.
I'm still working. I was just waiting. I thought you had some internet issues again.
Oh man, I know.
That's what your chat.
I had to do a lot of turning down on a couple of video things. I'm thinking that may be one of the issues there that was giving my end big problems there.
Yeah, all of a sudden you faded away.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Because I can.
All right. Hopefully there'll be no problems this time there. If there is, I'll have to record what we got here, and of course, be recorded and uploaded once again. All right. So, what's going on, Minnesota? Everything going good with you? That's good to know. Everything's going good over here at my end of the stick here. And of course, we definitely got to talk about what I sent you this past Tuesday after the show I did with Bulzie on the night before there. The screenshots and that clip that Bulzie sent me, I sent you as well as Nikki Nines. Even that, I even DM'd it to Ken on his Twitter feed there.
Yeah.
And no, I'm not really. I was thinking about that whole lot, when I saw that clip that who made of me, taking all the angry things that I said, about slashing this tire, slashing this throats here, making me look like a psychopath. And if Bulzie was here, we'll definitely talk about. We got to get him on the call here. But basically, what he was doing, he was on Discord talking with Joe Cronin, and you read the whole thing. I know you definitely for sure.
Yeah.
And basically, I think, from what I understand, he's been taking shots at me because I don't know if it's because I've been critical of him for the past couple of weeks there, or because I haven't been on the show and God knows how long. But still, come on. All he had to do was, just DM me or contact me on Skype and ask me, there's any problem, and I would told him what the situation was. Now, I stated this, and I'll state it again. I have no ill will against the dude. The reason I stopped calling in on his programs on the weekend, whether it's Monetize This or Throwdown, is because the vibes of that area have changed. I mean, the whole spectrum has changed, and that bums me out. I mean, to me, and Bulzie agreed with me on this one, the best time was when it was Joe, Leah, JB, Ken, Tommy, Troy, and anybody else was on the call there.
Right.
That was the main fun. They had some interesting topics. Well, people be like, trying to question Tommy on this subject, on that subject there. You know, a couple of times they would get on JB's case about something there. You know, they would discuss what this Last Jedi. They would discuss what's going on with Reba McEntire. They would discuss this political thing that was going on. You know, it was fun to watch. It was fun to listen to. You know, when I couldn't listen to it all the way, but the next Saturday morning when I was at my previous job, I would play it there all the way through there and enjoy myself. There'd be no problems whatsoever there.
Right.
But now, as of late, since the departure of JB and Ken and all the others there, including Leah and Troy, you know, it's just Joe, Drew, and a few others there. You know, I guess Jesse J is still included on that lineup as well. But the vibe has changed, as I mentioned. It's like a club that changes its music format. You know, it's not the same as it was before, and it's heartbreaking. I mean, like,
it's garbage, huh?
yeah, a lot of people have said it was not the same no more there. I'm not saying it's garbage, but the vibes have definitely changed there. I know the last time Joe DM'd me on Twitter was asking if I would to come on monetize this, and I never left a reply there. Of course, at the time I had to get up for work there, and knowing, and plus I also I mentioned this. There were a lot of times where there was times I had to get a word out. I wasn't able to. I would say hello, 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 because sadly, everybody to be talking all at once, and I have to wait until it was my turn. And when it was my turn to talk, the subject would change.
Right. That's fucked up, man.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, I'm just sitting here doing nothing, saying nothing there, so I oftentimes had to leave. I would just leave unexpectedly. I said, fuck this, and split, you know. Now, also to make this perfectly clear, according to the clip there that Joe posted on his Twitter. I'm sure you probably have seen it, I think.
Yeah.
It's a clip of me, you know, it's a clip of Joe saying, you know, I sent it to you, man.
Yeah, you sent it to me. I saw it.
Yes, it did, yes. Now, for those who don't know, it was a clip of Joe, a commentary on the things that me and Bulzie said, and, you know, about the suicide jokes that Joe makes at times. And he also, thanks for the advice. Now, you cut the bullshit. And then he goes to these clips saying, I'm going to slash, I'm going to kill somebody, I'm going to do this and do that. And I was telling Bozy, I'm telling you right here, I said a lot of those things because I had a lot of angst towards the people who were just trying to scam me. I had angst towards people and the people in Michigan who screwed me over. I was still feeling resentful over that. I was holding on to some past grudges in the past there. In fact, but what really made me realize it was wrong to do that was when I got fired from my previous job. That was one of the reasons why I got let go. I was wrong to be like that. You know, the thing should be do my job, shut up, and not, you know, not say a negative word, you know, which is what I'm doing right now. I kind of learned my lesson from that whole experience there. But at that time, you know, I had a lot of grudges. I had a lot of anger towards this issue here, that issue there. You know, it's just, you know, bugs. And you also got to remember that in the area that I grew up in and the time of the period that I was a child, you had to get back at someone. You had to make them pay. You got to get back at them. Otherwise, you were labeled as a coward. So that was going through my head many times there. You know, and it's just really... It took the COVID-19 lockdown for me to really think about what I was doing, way I was portraying myself, you know, letting past issues come get me and all that. So when I get this job, I vowed never to be like that ever again.
Right.
And I've kept my word since that. You know, I've always been helpful to the customers. Well, I never yelled at any customers at my previous job, but still, no.
You never told them to get the fuck out?
No, I never did. There were times I wanted to. Because there were a lot of times I had something to do. They would have these women's parties, and they would stay over and over and over in there. It'd be time to close. We would close at 9 p.m. They're still there at 10:30 p.m. there. And so it will be done in just a second, but they weren't. And that would frustrate the hell out of me.
Wow.
And that kind of, so I guess I kind of like let my anger, my resentment boil over. Now I had a conversation with both my brother-in-law and my sister, and I God bless those two because they've helped me through a lot of things. I praise them both for being in my life there, let alone just deal with me. And they told me you can't really change the past, and you cannot get even. You can't hold on to any grudges because that will make you sick inside. That will make you angry. It will destroy you in the very end. You know, and I explained to them, what I explained earlier. If you didn't get back at somebody for what they did to you, you were a pussy, you were a bitch, you were a coward. I mean, that kind of stuff really affects you after a long while.
Right.
And I think, as you know, I have the same kind of autism that Tommy has. And I think one of the traits of that is the inability to let go of a grudge towards a group of people or someone. I mean, you look how much anger he has, resentment towards Joe Cronin on his own, let alone James Woolery there.
Oh, yeah.
James Woolery tried to patch things up with Tommy, and Tommy was like, nope, I refuse.
No, he never will patch it up with him.
Yeah. And, of course, the situation with Tommy now is that, and then, of course, it's the same thing with Joe Cronin. Even Ken suggested, can you just be friends with the guy? And Tommy's like, nope, I can't be friends with the guy who does that to me.
Right.
I still got to get the word on what was the final straw for Tommy there. But
I think it's strip club shit.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think?
I'm talking about with Joe Cronin there. We all know the strip club situation there. We all know that. And plus the think about the gay pornos that was on Tommy's channel playlist there. That's still one of the issues there as well there.
Yeah.
Now also got to remember that Joe, I understand, many times had used, according to many people, used the Tommy to to get money. Many times it'd be like, 300 to boot Tommy off the show there. And, of course, that will fall through within no doubt, thanks to Himmelfarb.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a couple times, Joe has often many times, I understand it's probably a joke to say things like, I want to kill myself, I wanted to rather be in that mall where that shooting occurred instead of watching Monday Night Raw. I understand, Monday Night Raw sucks, but instead of saying I want to kill myself, I would just say, I'm going to shoot my TV. Now, I don't need to shoot my TV. I'll just change the channel.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts because I had a good times with Joe Cronin in the past. I invited him to be on my channel to talk about the industrial music that we grew up with in the 90s there. It was a good time. He called in on one episode of me and the doctor, explained the format of Monetize This Now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just... But now he's taking these shots at me because I've been critical of some of the things he has said and done, and plus not being me on the show no more. But instead of coming out with a clip with going at me like he did, he could at least called me on Skype or Discord or contacted me on Twitter saying, if you're having an issue, feel free to call me on Skype and I'll explain it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And we also cannot forget, I mentioned this to Ken and Mars Mira, that thing where he had said to Tommy, when Tommy called in on one of his Raw reviews, saying that Dr. Earl was going to come down to North Carolina and beat Tommy's ass, which I never did.
True.
And I'd asked Joe, the following night on this, when Throwdown was on Tuesdays, I would call in on Joe's program, and I was asking, hey, when did I ever say that? Do you have the clip? Play the clip and I will owe up to it. Once again, I said that many times.
Mm-hmm.
And and still I have yet to hear it.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm thinking possibly he may have made that up just to get some sort of controversy started.
You think so?
Yeah, and Almighty One, he said it best. They clipped me nasty.
Is that what you say it over your chat?
Yes, he is. Yep, and he's right. And I'm really hurt by it. I'm not teary-eyed hurt, but still I'm not happy about it.
Yeah.
And like I said, I have no grudges or beef against Joe Cronin, but I just didn't like the format change or how the direction the programs had went.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know what you're saying.
Now,
It's some
I'm hope
bullshit. It's some
I'm hope
bullshit.
now I'm hoping possibly we could get Bulzie on the program here so he can get provide more information because he was on Discord as you saw from the screenshots that I sent you. He that he sent me originally.
Yeah.
He was on Discord questioning, are you trying to character assassinate Dr. Earl? And he said, I'm just responding to the things you've said, blah, 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 and stuff like that. But when you look at it, it was a kind of a form of slander.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to try and see if I get Bulzie so I get on the call here so we can provide more information or anything else has come up because I have not been on Discord in a long, long while, man.
Haven't you? You haven't?
When I have it right now here. Okay, I'm going to try and add Bulzie to the call here. Never mind. What I'm going to do is, son of a name goat.
Son of a name goat.
Yeah, I know. I've learned that from Rowdy Roddy Piper years back there. I'm just going to try to add him to the call like I usually did here. I'm so used to calling this person that way, calling this person that way. But still,
Right.
it's sad, Okay, there he is. Hope he should be home. All right, there. Give you a few minutes there. I'm going to try to add the dude in.
If he's not busy.
All right, there. It says he's online here. Right now. What's up? Did I what?
You were breaking up for a second.
Yeah, I noticed. I was going to ask if you were doing the same as well, man.
No.
So how are things on your end?
What do you mean?
How are things on your end? The weather, the politics, and everything else?
It's fucking hotter than hell, but it cooled
Oh,
off
it's hotter?
on me today.
Oh, wow. It's 94 right over here, man.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. I was going to go out and do a couple of things here, but some things came up at the last minute, so I decided to stay in, and it's probably best I should for the time being.
Yeah.
Yeah, there.
There was a message.
What up?
Did you send him a message?
No, I just tried to call him. It's calling him right now still. He probably may be at work or something like that. But no, that's not.
Because I saw
That's
something.
that's my he's unavailable, unfortunately. So it's
He's probably still at
and
work then.
probably so there. Oh my gosh, what am I? I'm getting this spam message here.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to consumer attention. Welcome to this. Welcome to that. Welcome to this. It's spam. It's fucking spam, bro.
Spam crap.
Yeah, I'm still getting them now and then, and it pisses me off.
Yeah, just block it.
But it doesn't say where to block. It doesn't say that.
Yeah, you can block that shit.
All right, I have to try it sometime there when another one comes up there. But then again, there'll be so much blocking. It doesn't say block, unfortunately, when I click on it. It says report and unsubscribe, report spam. It doesn't say block here, unfortunately.
There's another spot you gotta click.
All right, which one is it?
It's by the email part.
All right, there. And when another comes up, we'll have to find out where it is there.
Yeah, I think it's by the email.
All right, so how's Silverwell doing? Is he doing pretty good there? Is he chilling out and shit there?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
How's Big D? We haven't heard from the guy in a long time. And how's Redneck?
Yeah, I don't know where Big D is. I have no idea.
Hope he's doing okay, man. Because I know he had that stroke a lot months back, and I know it took a while for him to get back going there. Hope everything is okay with him. No issues there.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a few weeks.
I know. All right, so.
I heard from Redneck a few days ago, though.
Oh, how's he doing there? Everything good?
Yeah. Yeah, he's doing
That's
good.
good here. Still working on the rooftop business there?
I think so. Doing his thing, you know. Busy, busy, busy.
All right.
You know how it is.
Yeah, I know. That is true there. Wow. Well, I guess but then again, you got to remember, it's the summertime, you're the most busy. It's just that's when the oldest shit with the roofing starts to occur there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, busy time of the year, huh?
Yeah, it is. Especially with this hot ass weather there. You can imagine. Now, I can see a lot of people wearing all this. It must be hot as hell when you wear it all the. Because I see a lot of lawn workers around the different areas that we live in, and a lot of the workplaces there, they're always wearing the long sleeve, long pants stuff. But then again, I guess that's required when you're doing lawn work, if I'm correct there. Because when you're doing whacking weeds and mowing the lawn, a lot of shit is gonna come out. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Was that you?
The great silver roll hunter.
There you are, dude. You must have been listening while we were discussing this whole. You must have been listening to what we were talking about earlier. What the fuck?
Hello?
Hello? Are you there?
I heard him.
I heard him as well. It was about a couple of seconds there, and that was about it.
He joined and then he left.
Joined and left. Come, hop on back board, Silver Row. All right. See if we could get him back on the call there, if you can there. I'm going to check the chat here. I guess you've been left something for me. All right. Bulzie, what's up? He's on the chat here. I ask him, what's up? I'm going to just try. There he is. There's Silver Roll Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know why. Hello?
Yeah.
Hello, we hear you loud and clear, dude.
Oh, okay. No, it just kept ringing. I was like, fucking, what the hell? Okay. What's up, guys?
Good. We was glad you joined in. Did you hear the conversation that we were discussing earlier?
No, my ears are burning. I was like, shit, is it Thursday?
Yeah, it is Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
It must have been asleep for 24 hours, I think. And the Bulzie said he'll join in a little bit there.
All right.
Yeah. But tried to add him to the call here earlier, though. We're discussing the whole issue that I was discussing here between me and Joe Cronin here.
The great silver roll hunter.
All right.
I don't deserve all that applause.
All right. So what's going on, Super Raw? How's things hanging with you?
It's been okay. I was out in the backyard splitting some wood for a little bit.
I see there.
Yeah.
That's good. I just been out. I had to do some grocery shopping there. I was going to go out for a bike ride earlier, but some things some other things came up in that last minute there, so I decided to stay in. And it's probably just as well because I was telling Vikings it was 94 degrees over here. And,
shit. It's like, it's been in the hundreds here.
Wow. No surprise, dude. No surprise. And we were discussing, now, were you aware of the situation that I was telling Vikings?
No, I didn't even hear it.
Oh, man. Basically, what it is that, Joe Cronin put out this clip of me, he took out various sections of my past videos before the pandemic, when I still had my long hair. And he sent it out to where I was about to, when he took all the clips where I was saying I was going to gonna go get this person to do this or do that, and he made it out like I was a psychopath. But yet here I was telling him, to cool down with the suicide jokes there.
Oh, so yeah, he did like what Fullmouth Ken did about you and that one girl walking down the street, and then you start running.
What was that? What was it? Ken did this?
Yeah, remember. You remember what I'm talking about, Vikings?
Yeah, when you were on your phone and she just walked up to you or whatever.
And you're like,
and
she's like, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was at when I was at the mall. That little girl used to work at the golf club that I worked at. She has since moved to Vegas.
Ah.
Yeah, so she saw me. It's like, hey, how you doing there? I said, hi, how you doing? And that was pretty much about it. You still working at the place there? I said, yeah, I was at that time. Of course, obviously.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so it was kind of cool that everyone got to taste that a little bit. Something different. It's always good to have something little happening on the side there.
The side action?
Yeah, something like that. That's what I like to try to do when I'm doing the show with either you guys or with the Arknoia here or whichever there.
Yeah,
I put blades on my both sides today.
You're putting your legs on your what?
I put new blades on my blade saw.
I see.
For cutting wood and shit.
I see there. Chainsaw, I think it is?
No, not a chainsaw, bow saw.
Okay. I don't think I've heard of
one's used by hand, back and forth, It's...
Oh, I see there. I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, I got 2 new blades for my bow saws, so when I go up north, I can cut shit better, All
right. It's cool there.
Yeah, I went and got changed the oil in my car today too.
That's good. We're still looking to get one for me at the time being right now, but it's kind of hard because so many cars are expensive. A lot of things are expensive here in Texas. You got to keep that in mind. Back in Michigan, I was able to afford an apartment for about $375 a month there, $300 that is. And it's fortunate to find an apartment with that low of a cost. It would be impossible here in Texas.
Well, what were you doing? Living in fucking downtown Detroit or what?
No, this was in Richmond.
Oh.
It was a town called Richmond there.
Fucking crack alley or something?
No, it was not a crack alley. It was basically a hick town there. It was a small little place, and the landlord was one of those Arab type of guys who grew up with no money there. He was also questioned a lot by the town, everybody who lived there, because he was one of those money-grubbing sons of bitches, tried to borrow money from you or try to get you to work, do some jobs for him, and claims he'll pay you later, but never does.
Yeah. I hate those fucking people.
Yeah, feel free. If next time I go to Michigan, I'll definitely take it with me so we can find out, beat the snot out of him.
We'll kick his ass.
Yeah, definitely, because he's a money-grubbing fool.
Goddamn cocksucker.
Like, for instance, if you have an issue with ants, he will not call exterminator. He'd rather give you a bunch of ant traps.
So did you get what do you call it? Is it Section 8 to help you out with your rent?
No, I don't think we ever got Section 8. I didn't know anybody to call. They said, I didn't know who to call, this and that. A lot of times, programs that was not, they were unreachable at that point. I mean, you got to remember, Michigan at that time, and I guess it still is, it was in a very bad state. It was hard to find a real decent work there. You had to take whatever job you could. I was basically living from paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. I had no insurance up there, so there were a lot of problems going on with that. And the thing is, it makes me mad that simply the fact that the governor over there they have now, Gretchen Whitmer, is still allowed that to happen. It's like every governor, when you look at it at that state, has been a big flaw for God knows how many years. I guess that Michigan will never be satisfied with whatever governor they have, whether it's Democrat or Republican.
Yeah.
I mean, with the actions that she has done, Gretchen Whitmer, along with Rick Snyder before, Jennifer Granholm, and I don't know, I forgot the person who was in Governor prior to her, but we also cannot forget John Engler for what he did in the 1980s.
Who did you say, Dirk Diggler?
Dirk Diggler.
No, John Engler. I know a lot of people are calling him that. Because, man, he made a lot of people angry when he took away all those, when he cut all those budgets, cut a lot of programs, to save money for Michigan. Because at that time, Michigan was going basically broke.
Well, yeah, they couldn't find nowhere else to dump the poison since they got all the water fucked up.
I know. I don't know.
So now they're losing money because they have to pay a lot to dump it to other places.
Yeah, exactly. And Whitmer, being the little bitch that she is, so I understand, she was the one. I remember when I had that conversation I had with Joe Bologna last year talking about her.
Joe Bologna?
When it was you. Yeah. He was basically describing, it's like she was one of those bitches who'll be like, okay, you're going to have another protest, protesting this lockdown? Okay, I'll extend the lockdown until March. Okay, I'll extend it to June. I'll extend this sucker to October. How you like that?
Yep.
All over.
Yeah.
All over.
And they might do it again, too. They might lock the whole country back down again.
I hope not, man. I fucking hope not, man. Because
I heard they might.
Oh, gosh.
Hey, Dr. Earl, what you should do is, while you're waiting to get a car, just get a 10-speed and buy one of the little motors that you put on the back that, touch the wheel and it spins it.
Yeah.
And you have a throttle and shit on your fucking handlebars. And then you could go back and forth to work fucking on a gallon of gas a week.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but we got to find out where they're sold at, where we can get one.
Order one online.
Oh,
Well, you look online for it and fucking look for it, dude.
Yeah, you can get you can get a little gas bike engine conversion kit.
Yeah, I wanted to get that while it was still Richmond, but like I said,
$500.
I see there. Sounds pretty good.
Cheaper than a car though.
Yeah, that's true there.
Well, in the long run, cheaper than.
Of course,
Uber
they're taking it from here. Of course, taking it here to downtown Houston would be impossible. That's for damn sure there.
Well, you bore her out and, put a turbo on it, shit like that. You could go 55, 60.
Yeah. Yeah. If I had my choice, I'd be going faster than that if I had my way.
100?
Yeah.
But then again, I have to wear me a suit of armor there just in case, something should happen,
Yeah, you just take out a fucking motorcycle engine and stick it in 10-speed.
Though I don't really have a 10-speed. It's one of those cruiser bikes that I have.
Or if you're too cheap for that, you can get one of them skateboards that, have a handlebars on it.
Yes, those scooters.
With the power scooters.
Oh, I've seen those, yes. But those run on electricity, from what I understand, right?
See, that's why...
I think so.
That's why if we end up getting that 500 reoccurring, and I get that solar generator and shit.
All right.
I'll get me with some kind of electric shit. Because I'll have free power to charge it, so...
All right.
Oh, Joe Cronin went on.
Oh, of course, he's got to go over us.
Oh, yeah, probably, really? What's he going to be doing?
Said something about Dr. Brown.
Q&A.
Psycho Dr. Brown or something.
Oh, of course. What a piece of trash.
I'm joking.
So, what's up?
You dweeb.
So what's up, guys? What's going on?
There you are, Bulzie. What's up, dude?
The great Ballsy, ladies and gentlemen, on Real as Fuck TV. What up,
yeah,
Ballsy?
nothing much. Nothing much. It's been very chill week for me, so nothing too.
It's been very hot over here. As I said, being on 93, 95 in this area here.
Fuck, it's been over 100 here for the last 6 days or whatever.
Come to Arizona. You'll
oh,
feel
man. I can imagine.
It's over 100
I'm not
every day
surprised.
there.
I would not be surprised, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's going on now? I heard something about Joe Cronin.
Yeah, we were
Joe Cronin, yep. No,
yeah,
ex-buddy there.
I sent Vikingsfan all the screenshots and the clip that you sent me, and I also sent it to Ken as well and Nikki Nines. I still have yet to send it to Devious Dave Rose there.
Well, think of it this way. I was wrong that it was deleted. It took me several times to check for me to even find it. But I do stand by what I say,
Yes, absolutely. That's what you replied in the comments there when we talked on our Skype conversation. What he said was just outright wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, it's at this point where if Joe continues to talk about you or me or anybody else, it's going to come to a point where this is all settled. I'm not going to care completely anymore. Joe Cronin has already proven to me that he's a scumbag. So,
scumbag.
It's kind of funny that all this started when you asked by just asking him, why are you doing shows with Scott?
Cronin is a scumbag.
You suck Dave Rose. Sorry, Dr. O. Dr. O was trying to say.
Yeah. The fact that all you did was ask him, why is Scott on your show and why are you on Scott's program there? Because Scott is right now considered off limits to all of us.
I didn't mean to. I tripped and fell in.
Well, hold on. Let Dr. O explain, because this is kind of important where we get this out of the way so we understand context first.
We got all the time in the world, Bulzie.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Because remember... Because as you know, Bulzie, and I did...
You sound ballsy, fucker.
Shit.
Are you ballsy? You're ballsy.
Bulzie has to go against Cronin in the Discord conversation that I sent you there. Because he did question Joe, why was he trying to character assassinate me like he was in that clip.
Yep. Which, again... could definitely be a form of slander.
Yes, correct.
So, especially when Dr. Order explained to me, this was a while back, I already suffered the consequences. I was angry at the time, and, I moved on from it.
Yes.
Joe Cronin, his dumbass decides, because Dr. Order doesn't like his suicide jokes, decides to go back to the past and clip out some of the things he was saying, and it only looks like he's just making death threats.
Yeah,
you see the problem there.
Yeah,
exactly. You see the problem.
Yes, which is kind of a low thing to do when you look at it.
Take shit out of context.
Really is. That's scummy.
It is.
Yes,
scummy.
exactly. And the funny thing is, he could have DM'd me. He could have talked to me. He could have hit me up on Skype or Discord or whichever and say, "Hey, Arrow, is everything okay? How come? What's the reason why you're not on my program some more? We'd love to have you on, such and such." I would explain everything as I mentioned earlier. One, I'm tired of people talking over me when I'm trying to say something, and also, the format has changed. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, a lot of people on my chat are agreeing here, including people saying, like this Lewis and this Tony from Revere guy.
They fucking this and that. Suck.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Joe handles things very poorly. We've already seen that. I may have seen it back in the day before I hopped in the scene.
Yeah.
It probably just went over my head, but you start to notice things once you start looking from the outside. But that aside, Joe has a track record of handling things poorly. Remember the time where he tried to do a bit where gay people were singing about converting your children or taking your child?
Yeah,
Tony was talking over that bit. Now, Tony was definitely in the wrong. Joe Cronin, however, handled that poorly. Instead of just, "Hey, Tony, can you please be quiet? I don't give a fuck who you're arguing with. Just shut up."
Yeah.
He throws a temper tantrum and leaves the room like he always does.
Well, at least he didn't break a fucking computer or something.
Or his microphone.
Waffle your mic.
I get outraged.
I know YR made a lot of jokes about that one there. Gonna waffle your mic again, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, there was an ongoing joke for a while.
I know, it was for a while there.
Yeah.
I guess the thing you could actually do a bet there while watching it. So saying, okay, $100 says he breaks his microphone at the first half hour.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. Yeah.
You might.
I think he breaks it.
It depends on when you. Sometimes he'd break it at. I think more often than not, he broke it at the end, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Usually.
Yeah. Now the thing that I want to question is, this couple of times I've been hearing that he has like a day job.
Okay. Sorry, I gotta be back.
All right, what's up?
I'll be back. My dogs.
All right.
Bargain. Okay, I got you. I understand there. Now I understand that. Does Joe have a day job once again? Because I know he's mentioned that a couple times. Or is that a lie? Or is that a work?
I think he did, but I think he don't anymore. But,
oh. Well, if he had... No,
what about Joe Cronin?
What again?
Oh. Jeez.
Well, it's kind of... You know, I was... Well, the thing that I want to know is says, now, when Joe receives all this money here, it goes to him and his family. That's good and dandy. But the thing is, if he does have a day job still, I'm not too sure if he still or does not or whatever, it would have been wise or more important to me, take some of that money that he receives in his donations and donate to homeless shelters, battered women's shelters.
He can't even flip nobody a $20 bill on his fucking show, let alone donate money. Are you fucking kidding?
He'll just say he did.
That's the best shit ever.
Oh wow.
That's dude. That's
Yeah, donate to the fucking Bills. Fuck
Dr. Brown. Fucking, where do you come up with jokes like that? Here's one for you, that Brown. Yep. That's what. Deserves that, I think.
Yeah, that's sure there.
That was pretty good, Brown. Donate. What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
What? Like fucking. What is it?
Remember
Cars for Kids? Remember the Cars for Kids?
Yes, I remember.
Yeah,
it kind of reminds me of when I was when Tommy was getting slammed left and right over the way he treated that homeless guy back in 2017 there.
Oh yeah, he treated him like a piece of trash.
Yeah. A lot of people were upset at him. You were upset at him. I was upset at him.
It was pretty sad.
Super Ugly Show were upset at him as well. He called on their program. They were giving him lip. They were giving each other lip there. And I even suggested at one time, he could at least take $150, buy $150 worth of Little Caesars $5 pizzas, get in Hamza's van if it still works, drive around the area and give a pizza to each homeless person that he sees on the street there.
Yeah,
it may not be able to take care of the homeless situation overnight, but at least it helps others in the area to do the same. That to me is a positive move right there.
Tommy would never do that. Come on.
Well, you could get some. You could get some fucking. God, my brain just fucking. Little Caesars pizzas, $5 one.
Yes, exactly. Get $150 of those. Buy out the whole store.
Just fucking hand them out. Video it so it's like, yeah, look at what we're doing.
Yeah, but not have a big ego on it.
Like I said, Brown's making more jokes talking about Cronin donations and Tommy giving away pizzas to homeless.
Well, he probably doesn't even give a percent to the fucking church.
Fuck no.
Yeah. Well, Joe ain't going to do that because he's an atheist.
Joe gets on and fucking says he needs money to pay the taxes now.
Yeah, I know he mentioned a few times he owes all this tremendous amounts of money there.
Well, I need money to pay the taxes too, but you don't see me fucking asking.
I don't even accept donations myself.
I think that's like the latest shit. Like, I don't know if he's still bitching about that. Like, if he paid his taxes or not, but I know he needed, I'm like $70,000 in the hole in taxes. Like,
yeah, I know. He has mentioned that a few times.
70,000.
Something like it kept going up. it started out at like 30 or 40, and then it went up to almost like 70. So, you know, as time went on,
Yeah.
like it just went higher and higher and higher. And oh, I gotta pay all these taxes, like 70,000. I'm in debt. Like, come on, dude. You need to save part of that money you make so you can pay the taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah, I should, man.
That's how it works when you do it, you know, because they are going to tax you when you make a certain amount.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true there. Should get that taken care of. At the start of the year, I always get my taxes done so we get that out of the way and move on to the next thing there.
Oh, yeah.
Like Erwin R. Scheister said, always pay your taxes.
Yeah, I know.
Remember that, Dr. Brown?
Yes, I remember that character, yeah.
And that's what he always said?
Yep, exactly.
Mike Rotundo.
Yeah. So speaking of money...
Bray Wyatt's dad.
Yeah. I know. Speaking of money, I know you saw the video that I did on Baron Corbin's current gimmick there.
Yeah, he sucks, dude.
Oh, yeah. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, Baron Corbin for the WWE has this new storyline now where he's like in financial ruins. He's in need of money. He can't afford a shave or a haircut. He's dying for money. He was going to ask Kevin Owens for some money there. I know you could loan me some money. I know you could loan me this. And Kevin Owens just comes out there and stuns the guy there and walks away.
Yeah, the dude ain't hurting for money. Come on, dude.
I know. He makes a lot of... He makes good money. We all know that. That's for sure. He's still employed by WWE. But the thing is, there are people out there who are real struggling, who were really financially in trouble there, who are really trying to make...
I mean, I know a couple millionaires, and it's like fucking... When they become millionaires, they get tight with their money.
Exactly there.
That's how they got. That's how they got to become millionaires, though.
And
you know
people
what I mean?
Give it all away. They're like us.
Yeah, but that's how they got to be millionaires, because they're tight and cheap.
Yeah. Maybe that's what you got to be. I don't.
No, but you don't have to be like that.
Yeah, it's true there, but you also got to remember. A lot of times we've seen rappers in the past, you know, when they get whatever ounce of money from their first hit or second song there, we're seeing they buy us gold chains, boots, cars and that and there.
Oh, yeah, that's one thing that we're talking about, that Kanye West, you know, he's staying in the stadium in,
exactly.
in Atlanta where the Falcons play.
Yeah, I heard about that, man.
He's spending, it cost him $1 million a day, dude.
Why is he in a stadium? Why is he living in there?
He just, he's staying there until the new album gets released on like the 6th of next month.
That's going to be a cost. Well, here's the thing.
And he's paying $1 million a day, dude. It's crazy shit.
Would stay in the stadium to live there, to party there.
Yeah, he has it. Yeah, dude, he rented the whole thing out and can do it. He's just doing whatever he wants, dude.
I would have just rented out to do the recording now, but it'd be interesting how
he did a concert there too. He did a concert.
Yeah,
that was part of the deal. Like when he was staying there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a concert and he like sold out the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, obviously because Kanye does bring in the bucks there. He does bring in the crowds there.
Probably that concert paid for a lot of his nights. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking so there.
Because I think he's gonna stay there for like 2 weeks, dude. So it'll be like fucking like $14 million. But I don't know, dude. I think it's just like kind of a publicity thing. You know?
Maybe so. Rappers nowadays will come up with all these ideas. To get themselves mentioned in the papers, mentioned in the Twitter feeds and everything else on Facebook, this and that there. Because, that's the best way to do it, Start some controversy, and then they'll all come.
Yeah, and then I think he's going to do, like, an album release at there, too, or whatever, and then I think he's leaving after that.
Oh, yeah. Leaving the music industry?
I'm going to quit staying at the stadium.
Oh, okay.
I think, like, his last night is, like, the 6th of next month.
I see there.
When his album drops.
Oh yeah.
So I think it's a publicity stunt to sell his album. Actually,
most likely, yeah.
That's what it
What did you
is.
say when his
Kanye
balls
was.
drop?
when his
What?
album drops,
Well,
his album gets released on the 6th or whatever. So that's what it is. But still, he has to pay all that money, dude. That's a lot of money, man.
Just to stay there because that's a big ass stadium.
Yeah,
there.
like I said, $1 million a day.
Wow, man. Holy cow.
Yep.
That record better sell as twice the amount of Dark Side of the Moon to pay for all of that.
Well, I'm sure it'll probably do pretty good. Don't
Yeah.
you think?
It'll probably under. Now the thing is, I want to know this. Is it what are they now mostly earning money from all these streaming services that are out there, whether it's Spotify, Amazon, and such, or Apple Music?
Well, they're still selling records, though.
I know. But I think right now at a couple of the Walmarts and the Barnes and Noble places I've been to, there's a lot more vinyl albums than there are of CDs.
Huh.
Whereas in the 90s and early 2000s, it was tons and tons of CDs. Like you could go to when I was living in Richmond, Michigan, back at that dump again, going back to that area, to that period of time, you could go into the nearby. Because it was a hick town. It was boring as fuck. That's why I always ventured out into other areas, whether it's New Baltimore or Roseville, whichever there was. Marine City, St. Clair, all on the bicycle, by the way, I should say. Credit to me for doing that alone. But when I would go to the Walmart or the Kmart there, that was in the area there, I would see all these CDs, stacks and stacks of CDs from everything ranging from Latino music to gospel to soul to hip hop to rock and metal, everything else, soundtracks, you name it. Now, when you go to Walmart, there's only a small section of CDs. It's usually either compilations or the latest releases or nothing worth even buying, and a whole bunch of vinyl records. Whole bunch of vinyl records, reissues and new releases here. You name it.
That's surprising.
Yeah, but then again, vinyl has been coming back for a while now, I guess. Not too long ago, I rebought the new version of Pink Floyd's The Wall on the 180 gram vinyl there.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was. Great album it was, In fact, I kind of still miss the original that I used to have because this one I have now is on their label called Pink Floyd Recordings.
Hey, I'll be right back, all right?
All right, there.
Take over. Silver, are you here?
Yeah, I'm out on the table outside.
Oh, you're outside there? Yeah, here. No, I guess what it was, as I was mentioning, now there's only, as I said, small amount of CDs up there and a bunch of whole vinyl stacks of vinyl. Now I would like to have these reissued on vinyl sometime soon, because these are the ones that I don't have on my MP3s. There, that's where I listen to my music from nowadays. Whether it's a couple albums from Black Sabbath or Judas Priest or artists like Fernando Saunders or the Future Sound of London, Techno Animal, and other albums as well there. In fact, I would like to find these on the vinyl sometime soon. A 3-record set by Dowdy Thomas, one of the side projects of Skitty Puppy. They put out a record called The Infidel from 1991. It's a 3-album. It's one of those special edition albums on colored vinyl there. Not necessarily color vinyl, but black and white splattered all over the place on the vinyl there. And I would like to get me some of that. I also want to get me, hopefully, I'm also planning on possibly getting me the new White Album for the Beatles and the Esther demos that come along with it. It's a 4-album release there. It's a whole bunch of demos that recorded there along with the White Album. I guess that's on display at the Barnes and Noble and the Walmarts here, but it's gonna cost almost $50. That's the thing there. Most of the vinyl albums of today cost about $22, whereas back when it's during its prime, it was $7.99 or $8.99 or $6.99.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones you find at the independent record store, there was usually a import would cost about even $13.99.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember going to record stores. That's what a lot of these younger kids have probably have never done.
I know, exactly, and that breaks my heart too. We had back in Michigan, we had Harmony House, we had Sam's Jams in Ferndale, we had Record Time in Roseville and Ferndale as well. There, we had Car City Records in Harper Woods. Used to go to all those places. Tons of vinyl, tons of new, classic, old, beat up vinyl there. I used to find if I would go to Car City Records today, I would be in mass heaven. I'd be on cloud 10 because of all the records I could find there. Because I had a lot of stack of records from everything from Kraftwerk to old Pink Floyd. I had all this stuff, and sadly, I wasn't able to take all that with me when I moved to Texas because, one, my sister convinced me that vinyl was outdated at that time. MP3s are the main thing, and plus, all the records were smelly because I was living in a basement at that time prior to moving here.
Yeah, what does it smell like? Mouse shit?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much, yeah. Because, gosh, dude. And I just couldn't bring all that stuff here. I was able to save a couple records that I had autographed in the past, like the likes of the band Sweet, and of course Oriental Spas. I brought those with me here, thank goodness. I still have the original poster that came with the White Album there, with the Beatles. Like I said, I would like someday buy me the new White Album, but as not with the extra demos included on there. It would be nice if it was on white vinyl.
I got one of the empty shells, John. I got one of the empty shells that fucking shot Lennon.
Oh, really? The shell,
yeah.
Really? That Mark David Chapman? How'd you find that?
I didn't find it. I bought it at a fucking auction.
Oh, wow. Interesting. Wow. I bet you paid a lot of $1,000.
$9,000.
Wow. Holy cow, dude.
Yeah, I got it in my fucking safe deposit box.
Wow, man. That's a trip, man. That's a trip, man. I bet the next thing to do, not to take that to Yoko Ono and have her sign it. That would be a big mistake.
Yeah.
Huh. I know. So, continuing with the record stores, I used to buy, about that time I was into cassettes there. I used to buy all these cassettes, and record onto blank cassettes and have them all such and such and blah, blah, blah there. I was big on the cassettes. I used to have this big box filled with nothing but cassettes there from
I still
years
have mine
before.
Down in, the Legends Lounge.
Yes.
I have a room right next to it, and I got all my cassette tapes, all my 8-track tapes, all my records, all my fucking, CDs.
If those two were to make a comeback, I would definitely I'd be tripping. Because the record player I have has a radio, it has a CD player, it has a cassette player, and it also has an MP. Did I mention MP3 player as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mentioned that there. Now I've only played so far just the vinyl, for whichever vinyl I have with me, whether it's the Jade Fashions, the EP that I got years before, or the Lustmord album, Dark Matter, or the new version of The Wall.
Hey, do you remember when you were a kid, like in elementary school, where you could buy them books that had records in them?
Yeah, those little ones, those 7-inch records there.
Yeah, yep.
Oh gosh, I remember those. We used to have them.
I got the Star Wars Star Wars book.
Oh my gosh, that's a collector's item.
Yeah, I bought it. I thought it was cool, So I asked my mom, and she, they gave me money to buy it.
Oh man, that is it, and you still having it with. If you gotta show that to Star Wars Theory, that you gotta show that to the host of that channel there, because if you were to make it, you got to make a video and post it on the Real Swag channel there about it. Because that would be a most. That's one of the very few things that we hardly see any of nowadays. In fact, I got to add this to the whole thing there. You remember those silent reels they used to project on the wall? It was like a small roll of film there.
Yeah, I got some of them up in the attic too.
Really,
We
we used to have one for Star Wars as well. It's basically the scenes where Princess Leia is getting rescued from the Death Star, and those TIE fighters coming after the Millennium Falcon, and Luke and Han are shooting at them, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what I should probably, I don't know where that's at. I think it's in storage back in Michigan there.
Yeah, I didn't think my Star Wars thing would have been that collectible. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's collectible, but it's like a whole color. It's like a whole color. Like soft book.
Yes.
Like not a hard cover, but a soft cover.
Yes,
and it had all colored pictures in it. And you'd follow along with the story.
The record there. Yes, that's how they did it back then. There.
Or whatever.
Yep. Now the thing is, was it based on A New Hope?
The very first one.
Yeah, A New Hope. It was called Star Wars back then, but it was later retitled A New Hope, Episode 4.
Yeah, it was the first one because it's like at the beginning when Darth Vader comes into that ship and blows the door off.
Yeah, the rope. Yep. Yeah, it was the first one, the original, A New Hope.
Yep.
There ain't no hope.
Yeah, we were talking about, dude, that is is it still in mint condition?
Yeah, I only played it a few times when I was a kid with my mom.
And you still have it? I mean, there's no scratches, no tears or wears or tears on it there?
No, I still have it in the plastic cover and shit.
Oh, you never played it there? You never opened it?
Well, no, the top was open. I played the record and shit, and everything.
There. But you put it in
it back in there.
You just put it in a plastic little thing there. I see there.
Yeah, like a cover.
I see there. I get it now. That would be a collector's item in this day and age. Buddy of mine named Robert, who lives in Port Huron, Michigan. He's a guitar player. He has an 8-track version of Blizzard of Oz by Ozzy Osbourne.
Wow.
That came out in 1981. Probably the last few years when the 8-tracks will later disappear.
I don't even know what 8-tracks I got. I mean, I haven't really looked at them. I mean, I know I got like Ozzy. I got some Richard Pryor ones, like comic ones.
Those would be a collector's item today if they were in a mint condition, especially if they were still wrapped.
All the Richard Pryor ones?
All 8-tracks in general. If they were to start making, if they were to start coming back into play, I'd be like really surprised, as I mentioned earlier.
Should I still have a couple cassette tape players from when I was a kid? When I was 12 years old, I got my first record player, and the first record I got, my aunt bought me. It was Joan Jett, Put Another Diamond in the Jukebox, Baby.
I love rock and roll.
Yep.
You know what? My first record, believe it or not, was a 2-record compilation called Rock and Roll Music by the Beatles. It was a collection of all their rock and roll songs, while they had at that time, love songs, which was basically love song. Another 2 album set there. That was my very first introduction to the Beatles there, believe it or not.
My second one was Motley Crue, Theater of Pain.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Back when, in the 80s.
Yeah.
But I borrowed it to my neighbor, buddy, my old friend, neighbor, and then he ended up keeping it.
Wow.
That's
I know a lot of times though. I would buy five. I would give $5 for the copy of Diary of a Madman from one of our neighbors. I would also borrow a couple albums and cassettes there to listen to all that stuff, and then later on I would buy the album myself there. And what's kind of funny is that, I also got into the record players I had at that time were kind of ancient. I remember having a Complain Into the Outdoor by Led Zeppelin on one of those small turntables where you just open up and the speaker would be inside such and such there.
Oh, yeah, it's kind of like a particle board. You open it up, it had a little latch on it.
Yep, exactly. And I would play the Into the Outdoor on that. I would play a couple. I had a single for Dance the Night Away by Van Halen on the 45. I would have a lot of stuff there, like a lot of good albums there. Of course, then time grew on. I later moved on to cassettes, and then a decade later, I would finally discover CDs. But I still hold it on to cassettes because that's when I would go in my car and would drive. Because at that time, there were no CD players in cars at that time until the later 90s there.
Yeah, I just keep mine. I don't have the heart to throw them. I mean, I've had them for so long. I just figure, fuck it. I mean, I don't care if they're worth anything or not. I just like having them.
Where's the fucking police when you fucking need them?
Oh, gosh. It's bullfrog time.
Minnesota Vikings, you are a fucking cunt bastard. I hope you fucking burn in hell, Minnesota. I hope you and your fucking family fucking dies, Minnesota.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, hey.
Damn, Bullfrog. Jeez. Easy.
He's willing your family to die? Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it went live, I guess, for the first time in God knows how long.
Yeah, and then he turned it off because no one was watching. It was funny.
Oh my gosh, I'm not surprised. He was just blabbing on.
After 16 minutes, he turned it off.
Yeah, no surprise there. I think. Well, let me see. Let's. Bullfrog Show. Let me see.
You see it?
I'm looking right now on this channel there. Yeah, it was called the. It was the. I think it was called the blah blah. Let's see how there. It says here, waiting for the Bullfrog Experience.
Yeah, that's a different one.
I know. Yeah, it has Young Republican, SC Steve, Keith Barber, and some other guy there. I don't know who it was. I think it may have been Junebug. I think it was.
Yeah, I saw that, but they never did nothing.
And it goes back to, like I said, it goes back to
that was last night,
July.
I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. But then there's one before it. There's one before it that's like 16 minutes.
Was it the one called the Late Night Madness Jam Party Episode 1? Where's Junebug? Come Home Broski?
Is it like 16 minutes long?
14 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Oh my gosh. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's like, nobody's watching, so I'm just gonna shut it.
Oh my gosh. Well,
of
course, obviously.
It's kind of funny at the end.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. All he has right now are 5 videos.
Because he hit them all or deleted them.
Yeah, I don't know why he deletes his stuff there. I don't know what the deal was that. Money in the Bag Mega Show, Money in the Bag Wrestling Talk, whoopee. Friday Afternoon Jamness, the return of Mighty JB.
Yeah, he never came back though.
Oh yeah, and of course, yeah. That was in speculation for a while. Yeah.
It was all a bunch of bullshit.
Hey,
what is happening now?
There you go. Bozie's back, man. What's up, dude? We were talking about vinyl that we used to have when we were in our preteens there. Me and the Super Hunter.
Hang on, Silver, I had a question for you, Brown.
Yeah, what?
No, you remember? Well, I remember when I was like 4 or 5 years old. I used to have a coloring book of Minnie Mouse or Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. That's one person we have never we have yet to hear or see a reboot of.
Yeah.
That's the only cartoon other than You've yet to see a movie or anything on there. So far, they've done everything on Peanuts, Underdog,
Smurfs.
Smurfs,
Underdog.
Yeah, remember that one particular cartoon?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, 101 Dalmatians.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, that's a different one. We were talking about cartoons like Dudley Do Right, Rocky and Bullwinkle.
Underdog was a terrible cartoon.
Yeah, when you think about it there. But it was an interesting theme music when you look at
Do
it
you guys
there.
remember the Great Space Coaster?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Great Space Coaster, get on board.
Now, you remember the TV show Mission Magic?
No.
I don't remember, no.
I'm looking it up. I was telling Arknoy about this show there. It was a cartoon show. It started, and Rick Springfield was one of the members of the show.
Weird.
Yes, and this was in the 1970s.
Huh.
It was a cartoon series. It was a. It came out in it was a. It came. Let me Wikipedia. I'm looking up for the Wikipedia up there because we were talking about Rick Springfield on Monday, this past Monday, and it was animated series for the Saturday morning starring Rick Springfield. It was a spin-off of the Brady Kids, produced by Filmation, that same company that did the He-Man, Masters of the Universe, and the Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids, and all those Archie cartoon shows there.
Yeah, I used to watch He-Man all the time.
Yeah, and it had Rick Springfield when he still speak Australian, because since he got rid of his Australian accent when he landed at General Hospital role at the start of the 80s there. And it was just yeah, there we go. So what's up,
I think the internet crashed for a minute.
For a second, I'm still up there.
It's just that one, Doctor.
Yeah, that's good there.
Yeah, my first cassette tape was actually Rick Springfield.
Really? My first cassette tape was AC/DC's "Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap."
My second one was U2.
Which one album? The Joshua Tree?
Their first one, I can't remember the name of it.
Boy. The album was called Boy.
Oh, yeah. And then I got Madonna Like a Virgin.
Oh, why? I couldn't stand. I still can't stand her, man.
I thought she was hot, man.
She was hot back then.
Like that sluttiness type, you know?
Yeah, but slutty looks are okay. The music, not so okay. All right, so Bulzie, what's up there? What's going on? Glad you're back, dude.
Yeah, nothing much. Heard several conversations going on. What caught my ear was Bullfrog. So I was like, oh.
Yeah, he went live for about 60 minutes on his channel there last night there.
Oh.
He was hoping to get some people to call in because he was by himself there and nobody called in.
Oh, well, sucks to be him. That's why it happens when you burn every bridge by being a flip-flopping, backstabbing idiot.
Yeah, precisely. Who likes to sexually harass people. Yo, let's get froggy, you and I. Shut the fuck up.
The funny thing
the only thing Bullfrog did is he taught the whole community how to fucking suck cock. That's all that motherfucker did. Piece of shit.
And nobody learned.
Well, okay. About the DM situation, I'm assuming that's where the sexual harassment comes from.
Yep.
Or goes on DMs and says this shit.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's playing a character.
Yeah.
Seriously. So
he is a character.
I don't understand his logic behind that.
Yeah.
That aside, Junebug?
Yes.
He wanted Junebug to call in. I haven't heard from him from days.
I know. I haven't heard from him just as well, man. I kind of miss the guy. We did have a good episode together, him and I, discussing Star Wars, a couple other things as well there.
Yeah.
He had a lot of good. He had good shows on his channels there. I don't know where they went. One that went over 10 hours.
Yeah. I guess he just got bored of or just got tired of the trolls. 'Cause I heard there was a lot of trolls he was dealing with, and it got to him.
Oh wow.
That's all I know. There's probably more to it. And I also know Junebug was one of the victims of this sexual harassment from Bullfrog.
Yeah, he's been on. I guess it was addressed on that press conference that Dave had on his channel where Bullfrog was trying to defend himself, saying, "Junebug, you're accusing me of sexually harassed as you do it." And Junebug was like, "No, I'm just saying that you have a history of saying things like that to this person and that person. That was it."
Yeah. At that point, Bullfrog didn't learn, did he?
No, he will never learn. He will never learn because he doesn't want. No, he doesn't know how to learn.
Okay, I have an idea. Open him up a book. Let's see how he responds.
All right.
Let's just give him a book. Open it up for him and read it to him. I want to see his entire reaction.
What kind of book are we?
Fuck, I got his address, fucking Bullfrogs. We should send him a fucking mail fucking blow-up doll.
Oh my gosh. He would...
Let's read him a book about eating salad. That
oh my god. You're probably going, no, make it stop.
He's allergic to salad.
Tie him to the chair. Tie him to a chair.
Kryptonite. Tie him to a chair.
Tie him to a chair. Take his mouth.
I'm gonna die. I can't eat this good food.
Put a funnel in his mouth and then pour some vegetable juice down his throat there.
He would die if you did that to him.
Oh man.
No, he would have a freaking heart attack.
Ah!
Yeah. Oh yeah, fill the salad with tomatoes, onions, you name it. Anything to any toppings.
Mushrooms and green peppers chopped up.
Tomatoes, carrots, apples, bananas, and tell him you got to tell him to eat the banana.
Sit there and watch him scream as you try to put the food in his mouth. Just watch him scream. As you read him a book about eating health. That is the worst torture Bullfrog could ever experience.
Oh man! I bet you the best thing to do is duct tape one of those stethoscopes to his ears there, talk right into the thing there, and just say it out loud. Vegetables are good for you. He'll be screaming in pain.
Hey, while you're stuffing his face, you're eating a fucking Pizza Hut deep dish, his favorite, when you're shoving the lettuce down his throat.
Okay, that's like going overboard. Like you're waterboarding him at this point. You're crushing his nuts right there.
Good, that's good for him, right?
Yeah, that's true there.
No, all you need to do is if you have him be in a home, fill his refrigerator with tomatoes, salad, ranch, all vegetables. Anything.
Take away all the cereal.
Yep. And
all
then
the ice cream.
Yes. And when you feed him good food, you order in KFC. And then just eat the KFC while you watch him. While he watches you. He watches you eating KFC. Has to eat the salad.
Tears run down his eyes.
Get sucking, Bullfrog. Get down here. You suck off the whole community, you dick sucking bitch, motherfucker.
And then instead of him drinking Mountain Dew, you give him fucking tomato juice.
Yep, V8.
Shoot loads all over his fucking face. Pig boy, motherfucking piece of shit, Bullfrog.
Holy shit.
Suck a fucking dick. All you're good at, Bullfrog, is fucking teaching a fucking dick sucking seminar, you fucking fat bastard, motherfucker. Fuck you, Bullfrog. Man. Piece of shit.
Dude, I swear to God. Bullfrog the whole time getting on his knees. That's the most time he burns any calories at this point, when he sits down or gets up.
Yep. Or when he humps
Then
the
when he cracks a
lamppost.
ball.
When he gets on his...
Even that. Okay. This is what happens when Bullfrog is feeling horny. He takes a picture of his phone out. He sees his niece. He tries to reach for his crotch. He goes, I can't reach. Come on, Biggie. Come on, Pecker. Where are you?
And then he starts getting mad. God damn fat, get out of the way, you fat son of a bitch!
In his freaking apartment, his freaking landlord walks in and he just sees Bullfrog trying to reach for his dick. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Now is the landlord going to scream at Bullfrog like he... Now is the landlord, this landlord going to scream at Bullfrog the way Scott's landlord yells at him?
We could only wish.
I'm pretty sure the landlord is just like, what the fuck are you doing this time, Jeremiah? Like, yeah, I'm trying to touch my penis, but I can't reach.
It's like a turtle's neck. It keeps shrinking in.
I'm trying
You'd be
to
like,
suck.
can you help me?
I'm trying to suck a cock. Don't mind.
It's 2 centimeters long. I still can't reach.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to suck a dick. My name is Bullfrog. Rivet. I'm a dick sucker. And my name...
Hey, you guys ever wonder how like people that are over like 500-600 pounds wipe their ass?
Like Bullfrog?
Bullfrog doesn't wipe his ass, okay?
Well, they can't reach
Nope.
their ass, so they can't wipe it.
He just goes to a lake and shits.
No, you gotta. They usually jump
shit.
in the shower. They rinse the shit off in the fucking tub.
Bullfrog just floats down the river like a big fat walrus.
Oh,
Hey, I bet you 10,000 Bullfrog never cleans his toilet.
that's why he
Well, we
closed it
seen
when
him
he was
cleaning
showing
it one
porn
time
at
on
the
the
boy.
show.
Well, I know he never cleans the lint out of his belly button.
How do you know?
That's if he is able to reach his belly button.
Nah. I saw him try. Okay, you can look at him. If he tries to reach for his toes, he's breaking every bone in his body. Like, that's it. His body can't support that.
I mean, he can't even reach his 2-inch pecker.
He can't
Oh,
reach
yeah.
his pecker.
Nope. He's
Yeah.
got to
You know-
it's got to somebody got to have his brother come over and move all that blubber so he could get his right arm or left arm down there.
His brother
He
like,
gets like
"Why
one
you calling
pinky
me
on
this
it.
time? I can't. Yeah. His
And
brother
you
be
know
like,
what? I'll bet you right now, Bullfrog's going to hear all this. He's going to join in the call and start debating us on what we're saying right now. He's going to
He's trying
start
to
getting
rub
all.
one out. He's trying to rub one out with one pinky.
First of all, my dick is not 2 centimeters long. My dick is not 2 centimeters long, and I can jerk off just fine.
Yeah, right.
So I don't masturbate to my niece.
Like he-
That's
but he
fake
does.
news.
Yeah.
And 3, I always clean my toilets.
Yeah, right. With what? Does he do a
With
follow
my-
this with your tongue?
Yeah, that's what he does. I
Yeah,
bet
like
ya.
so at least he learned something with Scott McKinnon.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You'll learn from Scott McKinnon, all right.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Hey,
the only person.
Pray those
He will
two don't
go.
have a baby together.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, hey, I used to change my my niece's diapers when she was a baby, and I used to basically, to get the shit out, I'd grab my dildo and just fucking shove it in her ass.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh,
Oh, God.
That was extreme, dude.
that ain't bad. I heard worse.
That's
hold
why I
on.
can't be around my stepdaughter
Okay.
or my whatever.
Yeah.
If we're even going to talk about this, how is Bullfrog able to clean his niece's diaper when he can't even clean his own ass?
That's
He
true.
does like a dog
dude.
crawl, he does a dog scoot on the carpet.
Oh my God.
He wipes his ass
that
using
fat fucker.
uses the carpet to wipe his own ass, so he drags himself like a dog would drag his ass off the carpet.
And every time he goes forward, he's like, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit.
Yep.
Dude, I remember that. Remember that when I was brought in by a Jew bug on the first time, that one late Friday night stream there. I didn't remember, bulzie. Was you part of it that one Friday night when June bug called me to be a part of that show with Dave, Bullfrog, Ben Casey, and a couple others?
No, I don't think so.
I think it was when they're trying to say that Bullfrog did something with this girl Chelsea, and Bullfrog, I did not do anything with this girl Chelsea. He was like blowing his gasket.
Oh, must have been his niece.
Yeah.
Hey, Brown, do you remember when you were at the bar and you met that one woman? And
yes, Amy.
And then you guys went back into the bathroom and she got down on her knees and started sucking you out.
Oh my God, dude!
Doing it on live stream, all you see is her head bobbing.
Yeah, you want to hear a little story there? There was a story I heard about the Leland City Club back in Detroit. That some girl, we used to call her a naked girl because she would come in with only thong underwear, topless, of course the duct tape around, electrical tape around her nipples. And I guess that was okay. It was acceptable at that particular club there, believe it or not. Apparently, from what I heard, that apparently she got it up the ass in the middle of the dance floor.
Wow.
Oh, damn. So, like, you danced together?
No, I never danced with her. She was always doing her things, and that was about it. But we did say hi now and then. I wasn't there when this whole thing took place here, but it was a trip to hear about when somebody told me about that.
Oh, that's quite an interesting story there.
Man, I hate when you get cock blocked.
Yeah. It's kind of funny. I can name many. There's many. You could probably talk about the stories of Studio 54 that could probably top the stories that I could tell. Because I heard there was a lot of the debaucherous shit that went on in that place there.
You're talking about the show, right?
The Studio 54.
Yeah, there's a show. There's a dance show.
No, I'm talking about the club.
Oh. I swear there's a dance show on TV called Studio 54. And it's all black people dancing and shit.
Not that I know of so far. The only ones I remember was Soul Train.
Oh, maybe that's it.
Soul Brother Train.
Choo choo.
Soul Train.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So,
hey, on my a couple of my friends that live on an Indian reservation, there's this one girl, right? She goes around and she sucks every dick she can find, right? You know what they call her?
What?
Cum gums.
Cum gums, and let me guess, she's toothless.
Oh, here comes cum gums.
What does she sound like?
She sounds like one of those hoes in the area there that won't say no.
Oh, yeah. STDs for life, I guess.
Yep.
She's the type who'd be like, man, can I use your phone? I'll suck your cock if I can use your phone.
Oh, God. Obviously.
Well, I don't want your mouth to be
Just
anywhere.
long distance.
But you do anal? You'd probably be like, yes, I'll take anything.
Of course you would.
I would even take a dick to the ear.
What the fuck?
Dude.
You look at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Listen, I'm horned up, okay?
You're just beating her to death with your dick. Slap her in the face with it.
Yep.
I'll enjoy anything as long as you put it in a hole, okay? So if
Why they call you cum gums, bitch?
Yeah. You just ask her, so you will even enjoy it if I put it up your nose? She'll be like, yes.
Snorting my load just like a fucking line of coke.
Hey, it goes down your throat either way.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's true there.
Yeah, it's just more nasty.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you'd have that like aspirin taste plus sperm taste in your mouth.
Oh gosh, dude.
Yeah. Hey, she enjoys everything. That's the point. She's a hoe. She's a slut. She'll take anything as long as it's a dick.
Man, you got meth, you got coke, you got heroin, man. You got speed, man. You got fucking 9-ball, baby, 8-ball. Come on, man. You got any fucking drugs?
She probably does. She probably does. Let me guess.
I do bet she does drugs. I think she would do drugs if she is a big slut.
Wow.
Hey, what kind of drugs have all you guys tried?
None.
Yeah,
Shut up.
No, never done any.
You're a rocker and you never did any?
Never did any.
Oh, my God.
I don't even smoke cigarettes.
Jeez.
What? What?
What, do you want to live until you're over 100 or what?
Pretty much, yes. There are a lot of things
So
I
you
got.
can't do shit?
No, I just never did them because we all seen the results from all that shit there.
Dude, when I was a kid, I remember the doctor, when I'd go in for examination, would be smoking a cigarette.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never did that either. And well, here's the thing. I mentioned this to Nicky Nice when I was on his confessions program. Too many times I've seen so many people get involved with drug addiction and all of a sudden pay heavy consequences for it, whether it's death or something happening to them or like, for instance, I got to tell you this story. There was this family. In fact, Minnesota, we got to discuss this family on the next Dirty Brown Eye drama show. Definitely we got to, because this woman who was one of 9 kids that these parents have, they grew up in an abusive They grew up in an abusive household, so they got into drugs, because it would add comfort to them, and plus at that time, it was the thing to do, or you were an outcast. Now, the woman got into heroin big time. She never got the time available. She was never able to stop. She was never able to go to rehab because they couldn't afford it at that time. She eventually would resort to stealing from supermarkets, Myers, Kmart, all those convenience stores in the areas. And she was in Chelsea, Michigan, which is past Ann Arbor. Her and her friend were stealing something from a nearby Myers. They were running across I-94. I guess Sylvia, that was her name, dropped something on the ground there. She went to grab it, and she immediately gets hit by a car going around 70 or 80 miles an hour.
Wow, she flew, huh?
Oh, yeah. Destroyed her completely. They had to redo her at her funeral, which was an open casket. I remember attending at a funeral. They had to really remake her big time, but yet she was very unrecognizable. And I tried to look down in the coffin. I swear I couldn't see her legs.
The legs were gone?
Well, you know what they do, right? If you're like tall, like 7 foot tall or whatever, or your legs don't fit in there, they break your legs to fit.
Wow.
Ouch.
Wow.
Oh, dude. Well, you're dead already, so you wouldn't feel no pain there. So.
Yeah, when they usually do an autopsy, unless it's your natural death. I mean, they do a lot of autopsies. I mean, they cut your brain out.
Yeah,
they take your lungs, your heart. They take every part of your body, every freaking organ out of your body, and fucking cut it up.
Yeah, wow. The incision cut is what they call it. It's made like a Y shape when you look at it.
Y shape on the chest. Open it up. Cut the ribs.
Extra shout out to all the medical examiners who have to do that on a daily basis.
Yeah. They're probably used to this by now. Like,
it's like
I see this shit all the time, and I don't like seeing it, but I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I
it's
think
good
it's
money,
just
though.
like shot the deer,
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, at least it pays good money. Like,
Yeah. Probably they probably get paid thousands, man.
Yeah.
No doubt during the
Looking
lockdown
like,
they had to. No doubt during the lockdown they had to really have a lot of extra protection on their face and their hands when they were doing all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, because shit like that can affect you, like
Yeah, it is.
especially biologically, because you don't know what kind of germs the bodies have.
Yeah, that's true there.
All right. Well,
Gosh.
guys, I think I'm
If you
gonna
understand
end.
forensics at all,
Absolutely, yeah.
I think I'm
they
gonna.
take
I'm gonna end it, guys.
always
All right.
I think I'm gonna
Please
get out of
take-
here. Go ahead, Ballsy.
All right then.
Go ahead, Ballsy, though.
Vikings.
But if you want
But
to
again-
finish what you're saying, go ahead, though. Sorry.
Yeah, if you understand forensics at all, they always take precautions on the evidence
Yep.
and on themselves. They
Yeah.
put on gloves. They do everything they can.
They do, yes. I know. I
Evidence.
heard about all that, man.
They do that.
Yeah.
All the
Then
time.
they all your organs they put in bags and they stuff them underneath the coffin.
I'm not sure I'm aware
No,
of
they
that.
put them in. I guess they put them in some sort of a cooling drawer, as I understand there, that are refrigerated.
Yeah, they do that to keep
Yeah,
it
they
out.
do that for the detectives to come in and ask. So, what did we come up here with the victim here? And they, that's where they get to show what was on display there, and see what caused what to whom.
Well, I know when I went down when my grandpa died, we had to go up north, you know, and verify it was my grandfather when I was a kid, and we were down in the medical examiners. They undid the drawer, and I seen the stitches and shit on my grandpa and stuff, you know, and I asked him, I go, did you put the parts back in? And he goes, and he looked at me, he's like, no, they're in bags.
Wow.
But so I don't know if it's true. That's what he told me.
Well, they saved that as against for evidence, as I mentioned there.
Yeah. They'll take guts and just make sure they can study it.
Yep.
It's kind of messed
Well, I
up.
think they just want to cut your brain out so they can get at your pineal gland and collect them.
Wow.
Kind of messed up once you think about it, but they have to do it to find the suspect.
Yeah, to find out what kind of bullet was used, what gun it came from, where it was sold, and whose fingerprints on it.
Yeah. Guarantee you, if things were
back
very different, they wouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Because back then, I was thinking police work was very different in the 1930s. Most of them, they had to rely on the word of mouth on who did this or who that. They got to go to informants on the street there. And sometimes, a lot of times, it may be the wrong guy or gal that they get.
Yeah. So they always have to take. That's why they take.
A lot of they got to make sure. Like so many, it's kind of funny with all this stuff going on, all these forensics, all these things going on that they have now. We have still yet to find out. We have still yet to put a lid on the JonBenet Ramsey case. They still haven't figured that mess out yet.
I'm pretty sure that's more of the state problem because they don't. Okay, this is problem with many courts because there's a man that was held in prison wrongfully.
Yeah.
The judge was like, well, there's no evidence of him not being the perpetrator. This goes on in a lot of courts. Like, they don't care. They'll hold you there because they can. They have the power to, and it's a fuck them judicial court.
Yeah,
They don't-
sure there.
So
Hey, yeah,
it's-
when JonBenet Ramsey died, I was living in Longmont, Colorado, right by Boulder.
Wow.
It's
And the
like
funny
only
thing-
10 miles away.
I know. I think that the father tried to run for a position back in my home state of Michigan.
I always thought the brother did it.
I didn't know there was a brother.
Yeah, a little brother, younger. Or I mean,
Oh,
a
yeah.
little older brother.
I know. They'll probably pissed off that the little girl was getting all this attention there.
Well, yeah, he gets spit in the face and she gets all the trophies and shit,
Yeah.
I mean,
That could
I don't
cause a lot of jealousy there. Now, I want to go back to this this one guy whose name escapes me. But this guy apparently came forth and said he was the one who killed JonBenet, claiming that he was, he's claiming that he was the one who did it. He claimed he has a serious problem. He did a few photos. There was some photos of him dressed up as a girl holding little dolls and such and such. And me and some old night crew workers were talking about it. And do you believe this guy actually did it? And all of us said no. He's looking for attention, or he's realizes he is a pedophile and is probably doing this to seek help.
Well, I mean, if it wasn't a family member or a neighbor, it means that someone was sitting out watching. They found where she lived. They watched in cars and shit like that, and made, you know what I'm saying? They wrote down when they were gone and coming and sleeping and all that shit, and fucking then did it.
Yeah, but you have to understand, many court cases, some things are not always perfect, and the wrong person usually does get sentenced.
Yeah.
So, about the, guy confessing that he did it, we don't know who killed whoever, but we just know that guy was a pedo and he wanted help, and he was willing to do anything to get it. I guess he was getting it when he was a child. He's trying to get it now. But either way, we don't understand it because there's not enough evidence. Usually there's just not enough evidence to convict some. So they sometimes convict a random person because that's all that they can do.
Well, because they found her in the basement, and that'd be pretty gutsy for someone that don't know the family and shit to do in the basement. I mean, he could have just dragged her out of the window down in the basement, you know what I'm saying? And got out and fucking took her in the car somewhere. You know what I mean? I think it's someone that knows them or something, because who would have enough fucking balls to do that,
Well, I don't think, it could be anything, really. I'm thinking, like, that guy just had a normal fucking problem. He just was trying to spew his shit. Although
and
that was very bizarre.
Parents woke up that you just kill him too or something? Or?
Yeah. I think it's very bizarre that he would automatically come and say that, which is very weird. But I'm pretty sure you could find many situations just like that, because, again, court cases are weird. They're not always perfect, and it's hard to find a good judge every now and then.
Some judges are dirty.
Yeah.
That's true. And prosecutors and lawyers as well there. And of course,
lawyers
cops.
Are bags sometimes. Most of the time, actually.
Yeah.
Judge Judy is the only good judge I know. Like, she's harsh but truthful.
Is
you remember Judge Wapner?
Yes, I do. The People's Court, that was big back in that was a big deal back in the day there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm going to end it. I'm going to get out of here.
We're going to get out of here.
All right,
Just while there.
talk to you later. See you later, Dr. Brown.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one, Silver Roll. Bulzie, thank you for showing up. Definitely.
Yep. Thank you for having me on.
Thanks, Bulzie. Right. Thanks, Silver Roll. Thanks, Dr. Brown.
All right. Thank you, guys. This as well.
Episode 178, motherfucker.
Yeah, come on, you motherfucker.
All right. See you guys.
All right, have a good one. Bye-bye.
People have no fucking respect at all. They have fucking respect for Ken's show. They have fucking respect for Joe's show, but they can't show fucking, I'm gonna fucking report this to the fucking place. This is fucking bullshit. I can't put on a fucking show. Who the fucking bullfuck is that fucking fat? Fuck you racist motherfucker. I swear to God, I would have fucking pressed charges. See?
They make a big deal, ladies and gentlemen.
is a fucking guy. I'm gonna fucking report this to the fucking police. This is fucking bullshit. I can't put on a fucking show. Who the fucking bullfuck is that fucking fat? Fuck you, you racist motherfucker. I swear to God, I would have fucking pressed charges.